What's up, everyone? Here's another installment of things that aren't in the Bible. People think that they are in the Bible. You might hear people say, God gives us what we need, not necessarily what we want, and it's more spiritual to ask God for our needs and not for our wants. We ought not to be too greedy, and of course, greed is a bad thing. But the phrase, you can't always get what you want, but if you try sometime, you just might find you get what you need, is actually Mick Jagger. It's not in the Bible. Because the Bible is very clear that God wants us to have more than we need so that we can share with others, so that we can abound as He abounds, so that we can be generous as He is generous. And if we're barely squeaking by, it's hard to be generous. What parent with adult kids would ever say, I hope my kid just barely squeaks by, only get what he or she needs so that he or she will depend on me? No parent says that. I have an adult son, and I hope that he is living in abundance so that he can become a generous person. I don't want him to depend on me for the rest of his life. God wants us to generate and be generous like He is. In fact, 2 Corinthians 9:8 says that God wants us to have more than what we need to abound so that we are equipped for every good work, so that we can help others. So God doesn't want us just to squeak by. God wants us to be generative, generous people. I've had people sit down and talk with me and say, I don't want much, I just want the Lord to meet my basic needs. Well, that's kind of selfish, because then you're not helping anybody else. And there's great joy in helping other people. And God is a giver, and when we get to be givers like God is a giver, then we get to join in His very essence, and we feel close to God when we're giving. The people I know that are the most generous are often the most happy, and they often are people who sense the presence of God. Why? Because they're aligned with His generosity. So look for those things that you might think are in the Bible but aren't. Search the scriptures, like the folks in the town of Berea, the Bereans in the book of Acts. They search the scriptures to see if these things are true. If you hear a sort of catchphrase and you think that sounds like it's in the Bible, look it up just to make sure. I hope you will subscribe to this channel, and I hope that you will continue to watch our videos. Please share these with other people, and I will talk to you again tomorrow.